on. And
yeah, who did we see? We saw Wako play Jinx against DCG, and he popped off.
yeah, had a pop-off Aphelios game as well.
And
So you
then he
certainly
was no
can.
longer.
Yeah, you certainly can play these champs.
So, second win for Jax again, not that surprising as the Poppy passive is just so annoying to deal with. So much damage coming through.
Yeah, cleanse on the Tristana.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just for Counter-Strike, but...
Yeah, Viego stun, Talia, some stuff.
Yeah.
I guess even the Chompers, maybe just really prioritizing I mean, you don't like Ghost on Tristana.
No, but you
Doesn't
do
feel
look
that
kind of
great.
like heal.
Yeah, you could have played more for the lane, but I think you can cleanse any random CC that might land onto you and give Frank the resets they desperately need. Lets him play a little more aggressively in the late game, maybe.
Karma champion.
So I think Frank bot lane should have priority in the early game. The only lane with priority for CFO, I would think, would be Poppy.
Yeah, I actually don't know the spot lane.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I think Jinx is very good at getting prio on the first couple waves.
Yeah, in general. So is Tristana, though, but it does look like for now Frank will have prio. Gragas should just be a stronger level 1 champion than the Rakan.
Yeah, trade's pretty even once this heal comes through.
Minim actually had his lethal tempo stacked up somehow. Oh.
Oh, Sword Art. Healing a bit off Kitewing. And Aftershock Gragas is probably just going to be a full tank Gragas.
Yeah.
I'd be in disbelief to see an AP support Gragas. Those are a staple in the normal games I play with my friends.
You really missed out on last split. We had Chelsea and CFO as their support, and
Yeah.
he would play Blitzcrank. He was the craziest Blitzcrank
We've
you'll ever
seen
see.
one Blitzcrank.
Huh?
We've seen one Blitzcrank.
Yeah, but he would go full AP Blitzcrank.
Nice, with like an Everfrost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be AP Blitzcrank, and he would land every single... There was one game, he was against Hellpigs, the old Hellpigs roster, and they won in like 18 minutes. It was their first game of the split, and he was just playing the AP Blitzcrank, and oh my god, he ran the map completely.
Yeah, that does sound very fun. Yeah, we saw Blitzcrank work out really well the one time it was picked. I think it was Stay True.
Yeah, that would make sense. He was the other sort of resident Blitzcrank player, so... He didn't play in summer, but he definitely played it in spring.
Heavy trading in the bot lane. Eminem completely out of mana.
Loses Ghost, it was traded for Shun's Cleanse, so not the worst trade in the world. Obviously, Exhaust was used as well. CF Gory is... Oh,
Wow.
my...
Okay. Yeah, flashdown on the Karma now. Could mean a potential opportunity for Gemini in the mid lane. Though Jimmian will have to be worried with his flashdown. Karma is so good at setting up ganks. Looks like this lane is going Rest's way now, but the waves have just been bouncing back and forwards.
Yeah, and noticeably Jiang with a massive minion wave to catch and only down 3 right now is going to be up CS.
Yeah, Poppy just feels like one of those champs where it should be good. It should be better than it is because it's kind of just hard to get all the CS on Poppy. I mean, he's definitely putting pressure on Jiang on this shove.
Yeah, and Jiang kind of cursing this minion wave.
Yeah, with the E. Even if he doesn't get all of this, he is still doing perfectly fine on farm. And yeah, Poppy's just been around as a counter pick for so long, and I don't know, it's never felt that powerful.
That was pixels away from connecting.
Yeah, very scary. And this is a scary game for Sword Art in general on the Rakan. Not the tankiest champ, and they've got a Talia and a Gragas who can really disrupt you.
Oh, wow. Dead on the 5-minute mark, and it's going to be CFO starting up the Dragon. Of course, on the top side, Gemini kept claiming himself these Void Grubs.
Yeah, and he's got a nice little XP lead over Karsa this time, so whatever happened in the last game, he shouldn't be beaten to level 6 too badly this game. and maybe can get himself level 6 and make a play on mid lane. Karma is so hard to take down this early, though.
Just ever. So much, I mean, movement speed, the shield, healing, slows. Well, not like a dash or anything. It's just so mobile. And
a lot of prio for Gory is going to mean...
Who got that? I think Castle got that.
No, Gemini
got it. Yeah. As per usual, Flash body slam comes through as Castle's trying to get himself away. It is going to be the Flash answered by Gemini. They're looking for this kill. It's very, very close, and first blood comes through. This time it's going to be Kaiwing rectifying his mistakes from last game. Gemini now on the Zinzao, going to claim a second one, and Jimian gets that one. So a much better start here in the start of this game for Frank Esports.
Yeah, that's the Kaiwing we're used to seeing. Just wanders up from the bot lane, makes a very decisive play, and gets his team a couple kills. Pretty massive for Frank. Unfortunately, Gemini didn't quite get that kill, that first kill onto Karsa, but still very happy with that result. It looked a bit dicey just because Gory had so much prio in the mid lane, but Gemini even steals away the Raptor, and then they win the fight.
It's Rod of Ages Jax again.
Oh, he's evicted. And I think it was Gemini who got this, he does get the Crab, lands a nice stun onto Karsa. Kaiwing very decisive with the follow-up here. Out of fog as well, so no hope for Karsa to react to that ever. And Gory does block the stun from the Viego there, and dodges nicely out of the Talia W, but these champs too hard to escape from without your flash.
Yep. So, Jimian getting that flash earlier on in the lane onto Gory.
Yeah, paying off.
Paying off. Absolutely.
And barely anything.
Oh, Shun. He's in trouble. I think Rocket Jump was cancelled there. Oh, no, he does get it back. And my God, that is a 1 HP.
Eminem autoed the cannon. He secured the cannon while going for the kill on Shun, and he gets away on a sliver of HP. Got to be disappointed in that, but at the end of the day, you still get the Tristana flash. Nothing used.
And the cleanse.
On your side. Looks like Eminem did lose his flash earlier, so I said nothing in the way of a punish for CFO off of that mid play, but they did get the Jinx flash, and that can be very scary into a Rakan Tristana. Ouch. Yeah.
Nice champ.
Against Karma, Kaiwing.
And Gory's obviously aware of this, but the seismic shove lands, and now you are in much trouble, as does Karma. Jimian needs to find one more, and it's going to be Kaiwing eventually. Has a guzzle of his drink, and
he's just taking over the map on Gragas.
As we expect.
Expecting that. Yeah. Jiang as well, just doing it great in this lane that should be a counter pick for the Poppy.
Coming back.
He's given up a lot in the bot lane to do this. They have taken just plates in the bot lane as well on the side of Frank. So kind of impressive that Kaiwing has found these angles to roam without his ADC getting too far behind. Well,
we're going in quickness, grand entrance, and that is one very, very dead Jinx.
Yeah,
punishing the body slam, missing from Kaiwing, and just so decisive.
Kaisa's been baiting out the body slams all lane phase, and it pays off there. Jiang looking in trouble. Nope. Oh, wow, he gets scared off. Doesn't realize that Gory's given up on the kill.
Yeah, Rest going to be quite happy with that.
Yeah, going to be down his flash. I don't think that means Rest is killing him anytime soon. Is going to be vulnerable to a gank, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And we might get to see the Roa Jax in action this game. Didn't really get a chance to do anything, Jiang. Last game. Had a catalyst. Renekton comes back to lane 4-0. Not much to do at that point.
Yeah, I mean, start of this game, it is looking much better for Frank. I don't think CFO are out of this by any stretch of the imagination. Shun obviously now 1-0, and this Tristana, given the right setup, can completely take over a game, but it is going to be hard into champions like the Gragas and like the Talia. Even the Jax.
So, setting up for a dive in the bot lane. Look at all this vision for CFO, though. No one's coming to help, though. And Jinx will take out this tower pretty quickly. And Tristana going to lose a cannon here and a few more minions. Jimmy coming down now. They should just be able to dive Sword Art if they want to. No one is coming. I mean, they're maybe on their way now. But maybe Frank are just playing for the dragon rather than a kill.
And Shun finally allowed to walk up to this tower and...
Yeah, lost an entire wave.
Get himself some farm. Oh, Zap won't land.
That was very scary. Sword Art manages to get a ward in there, though. And will Frank decide to contest this dragon? I think they should be in a good spot to take it. Flash up on every member of their team, except Jiang, who won't be participating. They do have to do this soon, though, because Rest TP is going to be up.
Yeah.
Though he will maybe just lose his tower to Jiang.
Nice work by Rest. Not getting stunned up. It is CFO who started up this Baron initially. Jimmy half mana has moved his wall. But yeah, recall's coming through from both the bot laners, and Frank are going to be okay to give this up. It was CFO, despite being behind, who picked up 3 Void Grubs and now their second dragon of the game.
Yeah, I think Frank had a small window to do the dragon if they wanted it there, but it seems like they're not too worried about it.
Main swap coming through now.
Yeah, that's interesting.
No, what is it? Hollow Radiance, first item for Rest. Interesting decision. I mean, you are up against an AP Jax as things stand. It will turn into a Triforce and whatnot later, but I guess a bit of magic resist.
And Kaiwing and Gemini both on wards. So it's not just Sword Art putting in the work with Vision. Just Vision control across the board so strong for CFO. And they're going to have a hard time killing this Poppy. She did build magic resist. Kaiwing may be in trouble, though.
Here's Locket. Nice explosive cast. Gets everyone off his back, and no reset for Shun as he wasn't able to get that last auto attack down.
Yeah, could still be in trouble maybe, but he is going to be missing his flash in these fights.
Now, hold up. Jiang, he's having his way here with Gory down on the bot side, but Gory is just going to be so hard to lock up. In fact, the damage is turning around, and all of a sudden it's Jiang who's the one that's in trouble. Counter-Strike should be able to come through soon, but it's going to be at least the kill picked up for Gory. Jimmy now arrives out on the bot lane. Flash down on this Karma. Flash available for Jimmy, but Gory's just too fast. He's not going to be able to find any of these pebbles landing. Seismic shove goes wide, and Gory has just blue suede shoes as he takes down Jimmy with some fantastic movement. Up on the top side now, though, it's Jimmy and the rest of Frank trying to find themselves a 3v3. Not going to be able to do so, though, and everything turning around on its head as CFO picks up the map.
Yeah, Rest using his TP to make sure Gory can get out of there, and I mean, Jiang committed to the tower, I think, to make sure he gets it and decides to fight the Karma rather than try and run away. Goes down, and it's not particularly close. It's so hard for a Jax to kill a Karma at this point in the game. And then Jimian shows up, goes down as well. Nothing all that eventful happening in the top lane. Doesn't look like any flashes. Eminem actually loses his flash in that top lane exchange too, so CFO turning this one around. Off of some nice plays by Gory.
Yep, 2 dragons up as well, so 2.5 more minutes, and they have their opportunity to pick up that third and land themselves on Soul Point. Frank, they have a good amount of scaling. Talia, strong late game. Jinx, of course, very strong late game, as is the Jax and the Viego, so they're not out of this. Obviously, Gold Lead isn't even that impressive. It's Frank that are ahead still, despite the recent events.
Yeah. It's just maybe they'll struggle with cohesion in their comp. When it comes to the late game. It's going to take heroics out of Kaiwing. Something he's definitely capable of doing. I mean, even this game. And I think what's really hurt them is just his flash being down for this last 5 minutes. Sword Art and Karsa making a nice play onto Kaiwing. I think it was Sword Art and Shun, actually. Getting Kaiwing's flash has really helped this last passage of play. Because it's been Kaiwing doing it all for Frank in this early game.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. And so, I mean, Gragas, Kaiwing on the Gragas, very close to having his flashback up now. Should be available about the time of Dragon. But meanwhile, I mean, Rift Shield is alive. No one feels like they want to hit it, especially not into the face of each other's teams. And Jung and Rest are going to continue trading down here. It's Rest who wins that one pretty handedly, as, I mean, we still just have a uncompleted Rod of Ages.
Yeah. Same Seraphs on the Talia. Yeah, you saw just how weak these two champs are before they can get these stacks. I mean, we haven't seen how strong Jax is with Aroa, admittedly, but it's going to be a lot happier once he does get it stacked up.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Rift Herald taken down to 7.5 KHP, but it's turning around now as Sword Art does land that grand entrance onto the Gragas. Kaiwing, is he going to try and find a team fight? Doesn't have that flash still, and it looks like we should just be giving over the Herald. Super Mega Death Rocket is going to land, but not really all that much damage. Obviously, the execute on it not going to do anything when everyone's full HP.
Yeah, just blocked by Sword Art and Shun, so that there's no chance of it stealing the Rift Herald. And they're going to make their way to the bot lane. I think if you're Frank, you kind of have to fight this. They don't have TP on Zhang. Rest has TP again.
Yeah, and Flash is available now for Kaiwing, so a little bit of maneuverability and playmaking potential on this Gragas back.
That is a scary flank ward. I think Gemini's found it, though.
And then pushing out the mid lane. No flash on Jinx, and Sword Art is also going to lose his flash. Does have ultimate still. Actually, no, he doesn't. He uses it to get himself away.
Yeah, that's going to be massive for Frank, and I wouldn't be surprised to see CFO just not contest it now. Was an opportunity to punish the Jinx, as you said. No flash on her. Can be easy to pick off for Rakan, but loses everything going for that aggressive vision, and Frank punishing it.
Yep, Rest. As well as Shun, though, they're going to answer back top side with this top tower. Should be pretty easy for them to take out, and mid lane will not be, as there is just a Karma there immediately clearing your wave.
Yeah, pretty much always worth it to take a tower for a dragon, especially when you've already got 2 dragons.
Yeah.
So CFO aren't really all that upset with that. Jiang uses his E to wave clear here. But CFO are being respectful that other members could show up.
Yeah, Rest doesn't know, and it's going to force out yet again Jiang's flash. And mid lane tower, Eminem gets chunked by that Mantra Q. Rift Herald, the Void Mites, the Karma, as well as the Xin. They're almost going to take the tower out. It does survive, but that is just one stiff breeze away from going down.
Yeah, essentially taking the mid tower. There's not enough wave clear to stop them from just getting one random auto onto this tower. Poppy could even show up and throw a buckler at it. 20 CS up for Gory. That's come kind of out of nowhere. He did pick up a double.
That 2v1 was probably what caused that in many ways. Almost with that Horizon focus. And
so I would think that Jax...
Oh god. Oh no, body slams miss. Gory is just juking. He's dipping and diving and dodging absolutely everything. Jimmy taken out. It is going to cost them the Xin Zhao ult, but you're going to take that every day of the week if you are CFO or their fan. Rest now, he's coming from behind. Nice stun's going to stop him from finding any real engagement. Projecting up his Jinx. But once again, I mean, everything thrown at Gory and he just sidesteps it all.
Yeah, Gory completely outplaying again. He's a problem on this Karma. Already a difficult champ to kill when you're dodging everything as well. You know, invincible. Not a whole lot of CC on the side of Frank, and none of it reliable. So if you miss with any of that, you're not getting these resets on Jinx or Viego, and gold lead back in CFO's hands.
Tell you what, this is a big change of pace from last game.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a better look for Frank, but even ever since that early game play from Kaiwing, nothing since then has really gone Frank's way.
Yeah, we have looked a bit flat-footed since that moment. Jax now with 2 items. Jiang going to be a lot stronger this game than he was last game because he's not going up in already 3-item Renekton.
Yeah, Jax would outscale in this matchup, I would think.
Yeah, for sure.
But it doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon.
Oh, okay. Weaver's Wall used to make sure Jimmy isn't just taken out. Takes a large chunk, though. These Mantra Qs are truly hitting like trucks.
Yeah. Sword Art constantly invading the enemy jungle by himself and getting vision down. Looks very frustrating to play against this Rakan. And, you know, Kaiwing, not the same amount of mobility. There's the Roa proc. So Jiang finds himself a level up now. But not much sustain in his build, right? So
no, I mean, the Rod of Ages has sustain in it.
Yeah, it heals you per mana spent.
Yeah. And you are just smashing out abilities perma as Jax.
Yeah, it's just nothing close to something like, the Sunder we used to have.
Yeah, he could still maybe go Sunder a third. I actually don't know now. I mean, we didn't get to see it last game, what he goes for third item.
Yeah.
So we'll find out now, because this game truly isn't that close to being over. It's just 2 dragons to 1. Gold is relatively even. It is now a 1,000 gold advantage. As forward will go rest, but now he's in a big trouble. Explosive cast comes through. This should be reset 1. It is. Eminem and Gemini now. They're going to have their pick of the litter as to how they want to play this team fight. Carson out getting constantly auto attacked. Eminem has ramped up his lethal tempo, the speed from those guns in some way, somehow. CFO new to the storm and get away with murder.
Yeah, that looked very scary for CFO once the resets came through for Eminem and Gemini, but Sword Art getting away on a sliver of HP, re-engage.
Yeah, Shun flashing away. He's looking for Eminem. He's looking for Jimmy and flash over. Rocket jump. He's jumping out, but Eminem got one auto on him. It's not going to matter. Shun with a fantastic outplay alongside Gory, going to secure the kill there on Jimmy in the mid lane.
Yeah, loses his flash, but you're not going to be missing it all that much on Tristana, especially not in this game. And Jimian is just getting dunked on all game this game.
Yeah, he's having a rough one.
Nice flash from the Tristana.
I want to see Jinx items, because that's probably the most important thing for Frank.
Yeah, he did lose his flash in that fight, though, to the engage from Rest.
Oh.
And it looked like they'd be able to turn it around onto Rest, but Rest of CFO playing so well to get away there.
Yeah, Dragon number 3 now. CFO started it, and it's getting quite low.
Or is walking out of base after dying.
Yeah, this is just gone. A nice find for CFO. Obviously, delaying the kill on Jimian meant that he is not going to be alive for the Dragon. But now all 5 members are mid. Sword Art recalling. It's 5v3 even, if CFO choose to fight it. But Sword Art's coming around. He's found himself a nice wee pocket of vision.
Yeah, it's 5v3, but who's the engaged that's actually going to start this fight for Frank? They have everyone here.
Flash body slam.
Yeah, they have everyone here and they're ready to fight, but as long as you're not landing the flash body slam onto exactly Gory or Shun, and even Shun can buffer some of the CC from the Gragas. Jiang taking so much damage.
Sword Art going to come through. It looks like the quickness was used, the Grand Entrance as well, but it's not going to be Jung really that's in trouble. It's Sword Art as he does get taken out. No reset, of course, as there was no Jinx or Viego in the area. Jung as well. It's looking like he is not much longer for this world. Counter-Strike flash. He's actually getting away. Gory's going to flash after him. On the other side, though, it's going to be another kill found. Rest going down. It's a reset. Once again, Jung with some fancy footwork, but isn't going to be able to do that 1v3 on 1 HP, and all of a sudden, it is going to be 3v4 for the team fight. Eminem does not have summons available, does have the ult, and Gemini flash, coming flash. You have to be careful if you are the side of CFO.
Yeah, ends up just being a bunch of kills thrown around. More kills going to Frank. And Jung finds his way onto Sword Art and gets back into the lane to defend this turret with their numbers here for CFO.
Let's take a look.
See what happens.
Yeah, we saw this part, but...
Yeah, gets his E off importantly here. Buys so much time for his team. Jimian loses his flash here because he's worried about Rest coming over the wall, and he just needs to get away from Shun.
Did you see Jiang just walk through the wall, by the way? He just strolled through it.
But probably a spectator bug. I would think that would probably warrant a pause if he was gliding through walls on the Jax.
Well, to be fair, no one probably saw it other than him, and he wanted to get through the wall, so we take those.
I mean, Jimian is having a rough game. He's not... Oh, he is pretty far behind in items. Gory's about to have his third.
Yeah, Crypt Bloom, almost online.
Yeah, level behind on the Talia.
Okay, so it looks like it's going to be either Randuin's or Frozen Heart third.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever killing Poppy this game.
Possibly not, but it's going to make it very hard for Trish to kill him.
Yeah.
Buying some time. Because again, you just need one reset. So if you're able to give time to this Jinx, and honestly the rest of Frank to ramp up, try and find one single kill, it could just be the difference maker.
Yeah, just trying to be, I guess, a body in the front line and a CC bot. Jax can buy a lot of time.
Yeah, especially when the main damage coming through from CFO is all auto attacks.
Yeah, I mean, this Karma is going to be hurting, though.
For sure.
Jimmy can't really walk up and hit this tower, especially since Gory just solos him. 3 items now on Gory. Not going to be a 3rd item finish for Jimmy here.
He's going to be working his way to one of Void Staff or Crypt Bloom, most likely Crypt Bloom, but...
Yeah, it seems to be everyone's decided that that is the better of the 2 AP pen items. Level 16 on Jiang. He is 2 levels up.
Yeah.
Thanks to some help from the Roa.
Yeah, menacing is this Jax.
Yeah, I just feel like he's not a side lane threat with these items, though.
Yeah, possibly not, but I don't think he wants to be.
So...
The ARAM, once again here. There is obviously Baron on the cards. It is Soul Point as CFO stand currently with 1 minute on a potential Dragon Soul for themselves. Chemtech Soul, not the most impactful, but certainly it's going to help your chances of winning substantially if you are able to pick it up.
Yeah, this Tristana is a problem with the support of a Karma.
Yeah.
Shun has been playing very well so far on the Triss. And Rest finds his way onto Jiang. Counter-Strike now down.
Yeah, but that's only like a 5-second cooldown, I swear. I mean, that ability is disgusting. We aren't really doing a whole lot. There shouldn't really be a whole lot happen, honestly.
Yeah.
We're kind of just scrapping to scrap.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how Jiang finds his way into a fight. It's so difficult against Poppy. And hard in the first place to get on a Karma or a Triss. Gory has just been guarding this pink ward, hoping that Jiang walks up to hit it this entire time. Catches Kai Wing finally.
Simon shouldn't care too much. He is Gragas.
Yeah. Bit of a standoff. Frank on their way to Baron.
Yeah. CFO just really want to get Cryo over this mid wave. It's going to make this Dragon so much easier. Shun has started it.
Oh.
And Jiang should be able to spot out that this is going on. Down to half HP now, and through will come Demacian Justice, but it's going to miss, and all of a sudden the team fight breaks out, and Carson has taken so long. A lot of CC, 1 reset could be the difference maker. There it is, they get the reset, but there's no way for the body to be picked up, as it's going to be ultimately Gemini who gets taken out first. Eminem has jumped on, Shun's going mental. It's a double kill for Shun. 4 in total go down, only Eminem survives, and CFO are firmly in control of this game.
Karsa tanks up for so long with the Zenult there. Jimmy and Eminem can't get close enough to do damage to him, and Jiang doesn't have much damage in his build. Gemini gets picked off before the reset happens there, importantly. So it's not as snowbally as a team fight as it maybe could have been. And you kind of saw before that fight broke out how spread out CFO can stand. Shun is just hitting Dragon. Karsa is standing around Baron with 3 people in the mid lane because there's just not much threat of an engage coming on to CFO. When they do find an engage, it's been on to Rest and Karsa, who don't mind all that much being engaged on. And while you're trying to finish off this Poppy and this Zen, I mean, you're free hitting on the other side. Nice dodge on the Poppy. Ulti here, and Karsa takes so long to go down because he flashes away from Eminem. He just tanks up for so long. Eminem losing his flash just to get away from him too. And Gemini is dead. And I don't know what happened to Gemini that fight, that he did 100 damage. And nice flash from Shun.
Yeah. Nice wherewithal from Jimmy and to know exactly where Tristana will land, but fantastic reaction from Shun to dodge out of it anyway.
Soul to CFO looks like. Jinx Rocket tries, but...
Eminem is very close now to having LDR, but on the other side, it is 3 items on Shun. This Tristana is so accelerated. It's so hard for you to kill anyone through the Karma.
Yeah. And he's only... We said Jimian would have to have, you know, a ridiculous game on the Talia, finding these shoves, but Shun has been able to just use flash on every Talia shove.
Yeah, pretty much.
Could hit him because there's not much threat that you can't just use the rocket jump for.
Oh, teleport coming through. Jiang is in a world of trouble. He's going to know. He's going to get stunned up, but how do you ever get out? Especially with this blast cone. Gory not waiting around to be able to use it with Sword Art, but they are just going to be able to find Jiang. He's going to go down, and nice teleport. Gory going to confirm that one.
Level 17 on Gory now. 2 levels up on Jimmy, and no Roa needed. And he tries to clear out the wave, but Baron minions on the wave. Pretty much everyone at an XP advantage on the side of CFO. Usually what happens when you take a Baron.
LDR now completed for Eminem.
Yeah,
he does not have sums.
He's got a lot of work to do again this game.
Down 2 levels as well.
Yeah.
Is this Jinx.
Yeah, he kind of just has to avoid this Tristana all game, as well as these Mantra Qs. So they've got to stall for Jiang to come up.
Well, he's doing a bit of damage now to this Poppy, but through will come Keeper's Verdict. Is it going to land? No. Yes, it does. It does find its mark. It's going to be Eminem hit away from this team fight. Coming, trying to body slam out of there, but he's not going to be able to. This Xin Zhao ult tanking up so much damage. Through comes Sword Up, but Sword Up's going to get very, very low. He is stunned up. Eminem's trying to find the damage. Eminem's going to find at least 1 reset here on Takasa. Is it going to be enough, though? 4 members versus 3. Eminem has all of the work to do, as 1 reset did come through, but there's not really any more damage they can truly find. Recall coming through now. Rest, it's actually going to get cancelled. He was looking for that teleport back. Zhang finds a counter-strike. Shun going to be the resultant of that, and 1 tower does go down to CFO. They're going to take what they've got and just walk on out of there. Knife's Edge, any Jinx reset in the right position, and these could be completely over, but CFO, they are playing perfectly around the Diego Jinx.
Yeah, even when they get the resets, CFO know when they need to back off and get out of there. Shun getting value out of his cleanse that fight with a cleanse onto the Jinx Chompers, I think. An item up now on the Jinx, or Tristana is on the Jinx. 7-0-2.
Yeah, extremely scary. Working towards now what is most likely going to be a Bloodthirster as that 6th and final item. On the other hand, though, it is Eminem who, I don't know what he'll build. Rapid Fire Cannon, Runans, Phantom Dancer in theory, but probably not. But sure, I mean, you see it there. Look how much gold this guy has in comparison to everyone else. 4k above the closest member of Frank, who is Jiang. It looks like he's building a Terminus now.
Yeah, it's pretty rough for Frank now in these fights. It just feels like they don't have enough damage to get these resets, and they certainly don't have the lockdown.
Weaver's Verdict once again is looking for Eminem, and it finds it, lands its mark. Weaver's Wall, nice though. Just going to be a trade of that Talia ult for the Poppy ult, and so there is no push to come through off the back of, once again, a well-placed Keeper's Verdict from Rest.
Yeah, and I think if you're CFO, you'd rather have closed this one out before the Elder comes up. It looks like the Elder will be up this game. Jiang very far up though.
Yeah, hold up, Rest. He's on to Kai Wing. He's going to use that steadfast presence for the movement speed and get himself out of there. As mid lane inner tower does go down. Constant super minions up in the top lane as the inhibitor was taken out in their prior push. Means that constantly Frank are just having to deal with more and more pressure as time goes on.
Yeah, I think Gory's damage numbers this game are going to look ridiculous.
Yeah, the Mantra Qs are just...
Yeah, they're taking like half HP off of Gemini or Kai Wing when they do connect. Eminem has to be very careful.
Yeah, if Tristana just jumps on him, he's gone.
Yeah. And yeah, again, it's another rough ADC matchup for Eminem. It seems to be what CFO are focusing on. He did get to pick his matchup in the first game. But yeah, again, Trist is very annoying for Jinx to play around, especially when your teammates are so low on damage and behind. The Tristana can just, if Shun really wants to, he can probably 1-for-1 this Jinx pretty reliably.
Yeah. I absolutely feel the same way. Now, once again, a bit of an ARM in the mid-wave. Baron is spawned. There is Elder Dragon very soon to be up. Keeper's Verdict comes and it lands once more. This time it's onto Jimmy, and who will not have that Weaver's Wall just yet. He does actually get it up as I say that, so... Jiang as well. He manages to get away, but now it's going to be CFO starting up this Baron. They're going to shred through that health bar. And Mantra Q going to be denying as
Gemini
much as they can. Rest. He is kind of caught out here. This is going to have to flash away. Gemini now, he's in the absolute middle of them. Kaiwing flashing away from Casa on the Zinzao. Now the Zinzao ult is gone down. Are they going to be able to find a reset? Eminem has to find auto attacks, but through comes Gory. That magic Q's going to eliminate Eminem's health bar. Through will come Shun. Double kill. We've seen CFO with a Penta on Tristana before. Triple kill. It's not going to be the Penta as Sword Art does claim kill number 4, but it is going to be CFO in a lot harder fashion, but certainly picking up game number 2.
Yeah, still a pretty clean game. It ends up taking some heroics out of Gory this game. Felt like that bot lane play was really what turned the game around.
Yeah.
He manages to essentially 2v1